Jared Polin, FroKnowsPhoto.com, and in just a second, I'm going to start editing all 176 RAW files from the recent 5-minute portrait with the Nikon D1X. Now, if you haven't checked out that 5-minute portrait, go ahead and click up on the screen right now to check out the entire photo shoot from start to finish. But what I want to do right now is turn around, get into Lightroom, and start editing all 176 photos. Now, I have not looked at the photos just yet because I want you to see my reactions and see everything from start to finish. They're already loaded into Lightroom and one-to-one previews are already made, but I want you to see what I think are the keepers, and I'm gonna walk through the process of if they're good or bad. I don't know yet. I kind of have a feeling some of them are gonna have some motion blur in it, but what I wanna do is turn around, edit all 176 photos, and share them with you. So you also get to download some RAW files from the D1X and play with them yourself. You can go over to the website as well to do that. But now, let's get into editing all 176 photos. All right, so here we go. These are 176 RAW files from the Nikon D1X. Like I just said before, you can download these, some of them, over on the website, as well as check out all the full-res exports from the good, the bad, the ugly, and the 5-minute portrait that is over there. This is going to be the first time that I see these images. I am the one who put them into Lightroom here, but I haven't looked at them yet because I wanted to save that for you so that you could see the authentic reactions that I'm going to get to these, and we'll see what happens. I mean, that's the point. It wasn't the easiest photo shoot because I'm in a dark garage using a 15-year-old camera, a bunch of lenses that are still really good, but I can't really preview the images on the back of the screen, and yeah. And we're filming it. I always preface it with we're always filming it and all that good stuff. So I've already imported them into Lightroom. I've already created one-to-one preview, so that makes it this quicker. I'm going to do this, select all, function F2. I didn't do it yet, so let me click here. Command A, function F2. Let's go ahead and do this. So we've got 2000. This is how I name it, 2016-08. Today is the 3rd. That's when we did the shoot, underscore, Liberty Vintage. We'll call the 5MP. Done. There's only 176 of them, so 001 is perfect. It's going to go ahead, zap that in, rename them, and let's go through and star and label them first to see what we have. Where the hell is my focus? What am I at? I'm at 1/80th of a second at 2.8, and none of it's in focus. I suck. So that's like one of those pictures I'll edit so that Steven can use in the video, but I just missed, or I'm moving. I don't know. I guess it was part of that early reaction. It was kind of loud in there with him doing this. Well, that is better. I mean, it looks like this stuff is sort of in focus. Off to a good start, everybody. I'll just go ahead and give it a 5 so we can edit it. But let's see what we do with his face here. All right, that's fine. Yes, this is grainy. You're going to see that in this out of focus area. Not out of focus area. You're going to see that in this camera, which is 6 megapixels. I may have been trying to focus in on here too, but that's fine. Here he's reaching in. Let's see if he's sharp. I believe his name was Al. Call me Al. Boom. That's where I was focused on that. It's just I want to get more of his face, but I do like the... Oh, I didn't even notice his son back here watching. That's pretty cool. Was he there the whole time? Yeah, he was. I didn't even notice. I mean, there was so much stuff going on in this place to not even notice is... I'm going to go with that. And then I went ultra wide because I wanted to get more of the scene. This is actually a helicopter up there. Because remember, I'm building a photo story. But you can't build a photo story with a lot of out-of-focus damn pictures. I don't know why I'm missing. Where is it? Oh, well. It happens. But is it usable? Because back then I'm talking, actually, maybe it is usable. Maybe it's just because I'm zooming in one-to-one and I'm not used to doing that. We didn't have 27-inch monitors back when we were using this type of camera in 2001. Maybe this is actually good? I guess you have to remember that, is back then it was a little different. You were like, damn, yeah, that's great, but maybe it's not super great. So that's no good.
I think it's sharp. It's like I said, it's hard to tell. Look at the white balance shift. So this is, believe me, don't say believe me, but I use auto white balance because we know we're shooting the raw files, and that way we can tweak the white balance later. I think this one's sharp. To me, that's in focus. I should be focusing around his face, which is where I would be focusing. Oh, hey now, that's cool. All right, yeah. All right, that's better than this one, but here we go. What's this? Is that a cigar? Yeah, it's a cigar. So that one's not as good. They're just standing talking, not as good. I don't know. I think this was water. Well, at least it's in focus. The colors look pretty good, I'll be honest with you there. We're going to use this as part of the photo story. Oh, this isn't bad either. Lighting conditions aren't the best, but you got to do it. You got to do what you got to do. Is this usable? I mean, I'll edit it. There's movement. Sometimes movement is good, but oh, man. Why was I so far off? Oh, and there's my camera bag. That's a faux pas, Jared. But I like the shot. He's yelling. So he's yelling back here to this guy to spin start this guy. And then they're going to switch. Oh, so far my wide angles aren't doing too well, guys. But I do love all of the bikes on the background. Why am I missing so bad is really the question. Because I am locked in, like, in the middle. I'm locked in. I hope I'm in the single focus. Maybe I was on continuous and should have been on single and confused myself. But nothing's in... I don't know. Oh, well. Oh, well. It's the nature of the game here. Maybe it's the lens. Did I ever think of that? Maybe it's the 17 to 35. But then again, then you get shots like this that are in focus. Well, good thing I switched to other lenses. And also, we're using vintage era lenses. All right. That's sharp. Why is that's we can tell that's in focus this time. I just want to find the right angle here. Oh god, okay. Oh my god, I see that. Let's go with that because this has this distracting stuff over here. Oy, rotate. I guess there was no auto rotate back in the day on those in the cameras. But this is good for telling the photo story. Because you have his cars, you have almost the whole garage. Remember that it's a 1.5x crop factor, so the 17 millimeter is really a 25.5 millimeter equivalent. I would have loved to have my 14 to 24, but that wasn't out yet. Hey, look, it's Steven. Wow, look at the difference between the edges and the center. The center is sharp, or should be sharp, and the edges definitely aren't. Maybe it's the lens. Maybe it's the lens. Oh, well, now I'm on a 51.4 shooting at 2.2, so good. I actually feel better that this is out of focus and it wasn't the lens, that lens. Or maybe it was, but that's so much sharper. We'll go with that. That's no good. That's no good. Let me rotate it. That's better. Thank you. Not the best composition in the world, but... No, Jesus... That's not sharp. Should have been. I'm just missing. So something's going on. I'm just missing. I'm just missing. For whatever reason. Maybe the lenses are back focusing. Because I really shouldn't be missing that bad. I mean, I know what I'm doing is locking my focus in and then shifting. Oy. This is why I share everything with you guys. Because this is what it is. It's a challenge. It's a challenge, and I'll share the good with the bad. I know, we need to get out of that angle because we've done a lot of that same photo. Now, back to the 17 to 35, which isn't being very sharp. Maybe I shouldn't have lived with it. See, you couldn't see it on the back of the screen to tell you whether it was sharp or it wasn't sharp. That's obviously missed. Another one missed. And that's better. I guess that's better also. That's better as well. I'm just thinking, guys. That's what I'm doing while looking at this stuff. Obviously, that's a different lens. That's the 85-1.4. What was I shooting at? 2.5. My goal, after seeing all this stuff, is to have something usable. 5, 10 shots that are considered really good and really usable. When in doubt, shoot some of the details and hopefully get that. Wow, those are some garage hands. Well, I could just tell you that with some movement, why not call it a good photo? I mean, it's not, but I don't know. Back in the day, they called that stuff good. That's better. And somebody may say, why didn't you use flash or something like that? Because that's not my style. That's not a cop-out. That's not how I like to shoot these type of things. If it was a flat-out portrait session, then absolutely that's what we would be doing. But it wasn't. It was meant to really push the limits in my capabilities. That's much sharper with the 85 and at 3.2. Maybe those lenses just aren't sharp at 2.8, and maybe they're just not very good. I don't know. We'll see if we can save that file in RAW. Is this the back room now? No, still up front. Man, it's soft a little bit. All right, that's better. Yeah, what can I tell you? Challenge. But I think we're going to come out of here with some good stuff. This was a 6-megapixel camera also. Here we go. That's good. See what I was going for? Yeah, good. Is there such thing as close enough in this ball game? That's better. Is this back focused also? Or is it just the backlight? No, I think it's actually in focus. It's just this backlight is wreaking havoc, so we'll use it. I like stuff like this. See how far it actually zooms in, guys? Not very far when it comes to the 1:1. Boom. 85-1.4. The trusty old sharp-ass lens that is. Oh, that's sharper, isn't it? They're both not super duper tight. Could have to do with the sensor too. That CCD sensor. It wasn't a CMOS. I don't know. I'm sure somebody will help me figure out why. And a lot of it has to do with the exposure. 1/60th of a second, ISO 500. It's a okay exposure. I don't want to make excuses or anything, but there are good. These are just much better. Why are they just sharp? Is it the lens? It's possible that lens just isn't sharp. It is absolutely possible that the lens is just old, which it is. It's made early in like 99, the 17-35, but that used to be an awesome lens. So maybe it's just not optically as sharp as what we're used to today, and that's what we're going with. That's me making a hopeful excuse. I'm hoping that that's the case because this 85-1.4 is hitting and hitting hard. Yeah, that's good. See what I'm doing? I'm getting the wheel in there. That's not sharp. And this was the one fisheye I took, and Steven's in it. And it looks like his son is in it as well. This is cool. You've got the hand movement, but then the sharp focus on the eye. I'm at 2.8, 60 millimeter micro. Maybe I should have used a micro more, but then on the next one, it's not sharp. Probably because of movement. Oh, yeah. There we go. Nope, I was going for something and didn't get it. Please be one of these in focus. I think that's actually sharp right there. I'm going to use both. There, movement, I think, on a torque wrench makes sense, right? But that's what the 17 to 35 at 20 millimeters is doing all right. Then we moved into doing, like, we're going to get into the portraits. Cut off his arm. It's pretty sharp. That's sharp. He may have cloudy eye. He may have some cataracts going on. Not sharp. Maybe the focus just doesn't hit that well. That's better. Is that completely out? Completely out. That's not. Yeah, it looks like you got some hazy eyes, so that's not in focus either. It's not super sharp. But then, what was I at? I was at 3.2. Oh, this is with the 80 to 200 this time. Sharper. I wanted to do some tight headshot. Those look good. I mean, his hair looks awesome here. Saving with some good portraits. Oh, I'm only at the selection part. I still have to edit the photos. Those are definitely usable. I guess we hold ourselves to a different standard today than we would have held ourselves to back then. Damn it. 1/80th of a second at 3.2, 80 to 200. That's why, because it's that. I would have probably been better with the 85 millimeter. Oh, but I'm out at 200 millimeters. Damn it. I wish that was a good shot. Again, 80. So breaking all the rules, you got to remember that at 1.5 crop factor, this 200 millimeters is a 300 millimeter, and I'm attempting to handhold at 1/80th of a second at f3.2 without vibration reduction. You guys have it. Not you guys. We have it so much better today with the lenses that we have with image stabilization. And everybody that looks at the pictures today and goes, "Oh, I couldn't do this because of this." Think about the older stuff. Think about back in the day what you shot with. And this was all great stuff. This 80 to 200 was awesome. But I'll be honest with you, a lot of these older lenses just weren't sharp in terms of what we're used to seeing today. They were in focus, but we also didn't scrutinize the pic. And I'm not just I'm kind of making excuses here, but that's just me being honest. We looked at things differently then because we didn't sit there and hyper analyze shit because we didn't look at it on the computer. We looked at it we printed out 4x6s and 8x10s and 8x12s. And this started to change the world, but some of these are pretty good. I wonder how this camera would have handled outside. See, that's sharp, I think, for this lens. I think that's sharp for this lens. I just like the way that he was standing here. Well, that's good. I like that look. Yes. Same picture. I think I was trying to... we'll have to see how it edits up, guys. That's what we'll have to do. This guy is awesome. He's got awesome stories. He's a character. A character, I tell you. Oh, snap. God damn it. That's the thing right here. Primes. Look at the difference between the zoom and the freaking prime lens. That is unbelievable. That's the answer. The answer is the prime lenses. If I used a 22.8, which I should have taken, the 51.4, what was ultra wide? What did they have ultra wide? I don't think they had much. They have a 35 f2 at some point. That's the answer. Prime lenses would have been the damn answer. These zoom lenses just aren't kicking. They aren't handling it well enough. When you go from this in the raw file and you go to this and you go, holy shit, look at the difference. And that's it. 500, they're both at 500 ISO. That's at 1/125th of a second at f2.8. Holy shit, that is just so much better. Yes! I feel better now that I have this is a great picture. I'm saying it's a great picture compared to what's much before it, but God damn it, that's a hell of a lot better. Yeah. Thankfully, oh, whoa, what's going on here? Look at that. F2.8. This was what was that, 1.4? Yeah, 1.4 on his nose. So no good. Better. There we go. That eye's in focus. I can tell you that right now. Prime lenses all day long. There you go. Hi now. That one's not as good as the other ones. Yes, you're in focus. I can see the shine. I can see the crunchiness of the eye. Why'd I miss? Why's my angle off? Maybe he was moving. It's a shame. It would have been pretty good, but then I think I went ahead and did this. What was I at? 1.8, 1/60th of a second, and then then I'm focused right here on his nose. Oh, Jared. I think I have enough for the photo story. Yes. Now it's time to go edit. Why don't we want to start with the keepers? We'll just start with the, how many? Well, it says 96, so if we were talking about film era, that's like 2.5 rolls of film. That's not bad, right? So let's get into develop module and go ahead and do this. All right, guys, I want to interrupt this video right quick because I've been going for a while. Please support the website. Also, if you haven't signed up for the Phronos Photo email list, just look for this orange box over on the website. Put your name, email address in it, hit send it, and I will send you a free guide to capturing motion in low-light situations. If you're looking to figure out how I capture images and figure out my exposure triangle, even in situations like this, go to phronosphoto.com/guide to pick up the Phronos Photo Guide to Getting Out of Auto. It's $67, but it's going to save you hours, weeks, months, years of trial and error that I've already done for you over so many years of shooting. We've put it into that guide. So if you pick that up, it's going to help you understand what I'm doing so that you can figure out how to use your camera, get out of auto, and get awesome exposed, properly exposed pictures that people are going to absolutely love and that you're happy with. That's it. That's my sales pitch for doing this stuff for free. Please support our site. Purchase these guides. Do whatever you can. Even just watching. If you can't purchase, share it with somebody. Share these videos, like these videos, comment on these videos, because that's valuable as well to us also. Now back to the edit. Okay, so let's edit these up and do it. Yep, done. Just kidding. Well, now we're going to have to go through the process of doing this all day. Black and white versus color. I've never actually edited a D1X file from a photo shoot, so this is a first for me to see how it holds up. But my goal is that when I do the reveal is that he doesn't care. Like, he knows it was a vintage camera, but the idea is that he goes, these are good photos. If I got a handful of photos from each scene that are usable, then that's a job that's well done, hopefully. Now, we can match the white balance from image to image. I don't want to see... It's actually pretty surprising how much these files can be worked on. Not going to crush the blacks like that. I think the color works better than the black and white in this case. You don't really see his face. Let's see. This is what you can do with your RAW file with the exposure. I don't even know if this camera would let you shoot RAW plus JPEG, to be honest with you. If anybody has that answer, leave it down below. And also, if you... like these videos, you like these long-ass editing videos, please leave comments down below. But also like it, share it on share what I do on Facebook. It really helps what I'm doing. The more you guys share, the more new people that you tag in it that come along and find these videos useful and helpful. That helps us as a team to continue on making what we make, and also supporting what we do by purchasing our video guides and watching Raw Talk and listening to Raw Talk is absolutely helpful for us to continue to put out free content for the world. I better shut up, and I have 96 more pictures to do. I don't think I need to spend... Oh, hey, that's not bad. Could probably sync it. Let's see, 1/80th. Yeah. Let's just sync a bunch of these. They're about similar. Yeah. God, they look so much better when they're edited. Well, I don't want to mess with the white balance. Let me see what the black and the white. I think black and white's going to work on something, but I do feel the color there. I think that's actually sharp. It's just that you're seeing the noise and the grain from the image. But this is at 640. Remember that the camera tops out at 800 in the normal mode. This isn't bad, people. I don't use noise reduction. I use whatever Lightroom puts on it right away. But look at the edge. This still doesn't suck. Oh, one thing I didn't do. Let's see if we have... No, I don't want to do that. Enable lens correction. Well, I got to tell it what lens to use because it's not written into the file. So Nikon 17 to 35. Let's see the difference. On, off, on. Yeah, there's a difference. You see it. Wow. Look at down here in the corner. Watch this. But it doesn't really matter. It really doesn't matter, guys. It's so subtle you wouldn't know one way or the other. I like the color. The color looks good. Hey, look, the color looks better than the black and white. We're going to get to black and whites, I'll tell you that much. Honestly, the color looks fine. The color looks good. These are much better once they're processed and you're not pixel peeping so much. 1/80th of a second, same thing. So I could sync these and we could be similar, but look how bad that white balance is coming up on the next couple shots. Yeah, look at the tones up here. See, that's all blown out. You can bring it back in the raw file. So for anybody wondering, like, what would I have done back then without Lightroom, or saying that this isn't an authentic way to edit the photos? Well, I don't have Photoshop 1.0 or whatever, or however the hell they edited these 12-bit files. I don't know how they did it. I wasn't shooting digital back in 2001, so this is what I know now. I still think the color's better. Yeah, we'll overexpose that. Wow, I was off by that far. Well, so if I'm off by that far, that means my shutter speed would have had to been in half. If I'm one stop here, in order to get this exposure, I would have needed to be at 1/40th of a second to get the equivalent amount of light in. That's why I like to cheat the system. I underexpose, but I bring it back in post. And what I mean by underexpose is that my shutter speed is not correct. It's wrong. It's not letting in as much light. But I rather have well, I would love to say sharp image, but I rather have less movement by cheating the system and bringing it back here in post-production. So let's toy with this a little more. Do we like the black and white, or do we like the color? The color, I think, is winning right up in here. Got the highlights. No, the shadows were fine where they were. Whites are fine. Black levels. Sharpening. Nah, I don't want to gray it out like that. We're just going to we're going to live with this. We are going to live with that. I know I said I'm going to edit all 176. I just think I'll go ahead and do the 96 keepers, and then I'll offline basically get the other ones right. Color's actually not that shitty, guys. It doesn't have that shift, like the magenta hue or the green shift that some people always say that the Nikons have. Maybe this one? I'm liking the color. I really am. And I like that his kid's in the background. Maybe we'll just do this one black and white because it's similar. We could dodge and burn up here. We could do that. That's not bad. Look at the color shift. I'll take the color one and I'll sync these two. I'm holding down Command to select them. you can see how you can't really bring back the face too much. But it's not bad. It's not bad at all. It's much better. I don't think that's going to work because look at this. I don't want to do that. I actually think the color's living up and doing well. I like the yellow tone. See the noise? That's noise. We're not used to shooting at 640 seriously with digital, but it's fine. Like, these are fine. Nobody would know that. Like, you show these pictures to somebody, they're not going to be like, what did you take this with? Most of the time. We're talking about normal people. Most people out in the world aren't going to be like, oh, what did you take that picture with? And it's not like they care. They just care, did you get a good photo? Isn't this a dilemma? I'm going to give you guys this one. I like this one. I like this one. I like this one a lot. Because he looks like he's racing his racing bike right now. I think the color's going to win still. See, this is noise. That's grain. It's noise. Now, you're not going to try and clean that up. There's no reason to clean it up. This is what it's going to look like. I can't wait. I think this is one I'll end up printing out, too. And no, he's not shying away from the camera either. All right, what I'll do, I'm going to try both. I just want to try both. Bear with me. I just like the yellow feel. Don't want to go too high on those shadows because the shadows will, not only do they know, but see how they bring out the noise? So will this. See that? Don't overdo it. Don't overdo that either. Not going to sharpen. Things look good. Not going to add grain. I like that. I wanted to duplicate it. Create virtual copy. We'll go black and white on this bad boy. I'm going to make this possibly work. We'll play with it. We'll see which one becomes the winner. But I think that's as sharp can be dealing with what we were dealing with. This one's just no good. Goodbye. I didn't mean to go that far, guys. Oh. Yeah, those are on medium. Let's see if the color warming up warms it up and makes it better. It's not really that good of a shot. We'll leave it black and white to hopefully give it some life. That's about it. I mean, it's the movement. And I don't know. We'll edit it. We'll edit it, though. Whatever. It is what it is. Those prime lenses really kick ass. Lesson learned. Lesson learned. Those prime lenses on the old bodies, it makes total sense because zoom lenses have always, through the eras of shooting, have been, people are like, they're just not sharp. They're just not there. And the primes are. Holy shit, holy shit, were those primes awesome. Thankfully, I have those photos. Hopefully he likes them, and hopefully it shows his bikes enough. This is better. Maybe it's the light I was shooting in. All the old bikes, color, black and white, color. For whatever reason, the color is looking fine here. I'm liking the way the color feels. I think it works nice with the thick contrast that I'm going with here. Let's warm it up a little with the yellow. There we go. Look at all of the bikes up on the shelves. Jeez, I had all these opportunities to not shoot him, but I am more of a, I like to photograph with people, but I guess I could go back another time and really focus in on just stuff like this. Look at all these bikes up on the shelves. Go check out the website. Liberty Vintage motorcycle. I'm not even going to be able to edit this, guys. I know this isn't. I know. Look at the noise. Look what happens. You can actually save it. God bless RAW files. And these would have been good in the film era. Though those lenses, maybe they'd be sharper on a film camera. Who knows? Am I still making excuses? Absolutely. Trying. I'm trying. This may be a black and white. My exposure, look, trying to look at the back of that screen was difficult. That's probably why my exposure's off a little bit. I was more looking at the, definitely was looking at the meter inside too. I think we could do this. I don't want to go too far. I don't want too much noise being introduced. There's a lot of highlights in the background there. They're not even that bad when they're there. Let's go to 0. I just guess maybe this is just better. Maybe this is just better than the black and white. Yes, no? You guys that are watching, a couple of weeks after I do this? We'll do both. How about them apples? We will do both. Just not an awesome photo. Just not an awesome photo. But I will tell you, I may have been shooting from the wrong side. That's could be part of it too, because shooting into the light this way or into them this way, much better tones. Much better tones. See, look how much thicker this is. That's where it started. Just much thicker on this angle. All right, let's not spend too much time on that. That's cool. I'm still thinking about primes, guys. I'm still thinking about the primes versus the zooms. They're both good in color and black and white. Yeah, I just actually licked the microphone. It's got stuff hanging from the ceiling. Such a toss-up. That's good. Shit. The shit was for figuring out which one I like better. And I like this one. I like it in black and white. But is it good in color also? Look at the light coming in. Wow. We're gonna duplicate it, and I'll worry about it later. You guys let me know which one you actually think. Oh god, that's not even sharp. Simple white balance change. I spent a lot of time in this area doing those photos, and I don't think it really paid off. And this composition is terrible. I might have just tried to grab the photo just to grab it. And I'm not going to crop in this game, not with this camera. Let's see what a better... Oh, that's better. Let's see what a better composition would have been. That would be a better composition, of course. Much better composition. But, this is better. Yeah, you don't want to crop with this camera. We're going to go with the color. Just a little bit of yellow in there. It's pretty good. Not a winner. It's that wide angle, man. It's not sharp. I tried to get a 14-2.8, but they didn't have one. 14-2.8 is authentic to that era. And these just seem more like snappy McSnapper shots, more so than Winner McWinner shots, chicken dinnery. But you win some, you lose some. You guys are going to see some really good ones as well. So, yeah, enough excuses. Nope, not pukey color. I just really want to get to the really ridiculously better ones. That's cool. Ugh. I should not pixel peep. Stop me from zooming in next time. Because I'm gonna make some prints, and the prints are gonna determine. Well, by the time you've seen this, the prints are already done. I just actually haven't printed them yet because I haven't edited them yet, so you know that. But in the final video, you'll go see that the 5-minute portrait will have prints, and I'm gonna print them 17 by 22, and we'll see how they are. We'll see if they're usable. That's the deciding factor right there. I think this could be black and white, or I'm wrong. Yeah, whatever. We're just gonna go with it. This is Dan. Back there, by the way, he's riding the audio levels because they're motoring this. They're about to motor the bike to rev it up to try to spin start the other, is what I gathered. This side, though, from this angle, is so much better. The tones are. Maybe I was just an asshole and shooting in the wrong angle. I don't know. No, I just think it's the wrong lens. That's probably it. The lens selection, lens choice. Knowing that the primes were just so much better. If I just went with a 14-2.8 for my wide, that would have been good because that's wider than the 17, obviously, but would have been good as a 14-2.8. I don't know. Is there a 24 millimeter something, guys? I really am not too familiar with those older lenses. I know I had the 51-4, 60 micro, 85-1.4, and the 80-200. I think the 85-1.4, as you'll see later, is so nice. I was trying to go with all these bikes in the way and then get all of these other bikes up on the shelf. Boom. I think this is a good shot. I think that's a 2-page spread all day in the book. I may print a book, too. What's this one? So I can sync these two because they're very similar. Anybody that says it takes too long to edit their raw files needs to not shoot as much, or just this is the art. This is the shit that comes to life. This is what it's all about, is when you bring the images out and you develop. See, this is better than this one. No, I mean, he's tweaking something and he's leaning, but here he's like racing up. We'll have them both and we'll decide. That's all right. Cheating the system, but bringing it back. You almost forget what you're editing. You know it's from a D1X because we obviously know that, but a photo is a photo is a photo of a photo. If it's a winner, it's a winner. If it's a winner, it's a winner. If it's a loser, it's a loser. And I have quite a bit of those no good ones in here, but it is what it is, and I'm not actually upset with some of these now that I see them as I'm processing them to come to life. Yeah, they're usable. Is that with the 85? Yeah. Yeah, I'm shooting the wrong way. All the light was on the other side. Well, just where he was working, there wasn't that much light. So be it. That is what it is. I don't think a black and white would look good here. I just don't. You don't have the tone. So there's not enough light in the face, which would mean that there wouldn't be enough tone, and so it wouldn't look good. Yeah, I think that's good. Some detail shot of him working on the bike. Is it sharp? I don't know. It's not why I skipped past it. It's just saying. Let's bring this to life. This we may be able to sharpen a little more with the clarity because it's more rough and tough. Pull back on the color right there. Damn. Wow. Looks good, actually. Hey. This was the top of the line camera back then, 2001. I mean, shit. And they didn't even have Lightroom to work with. Like, there was no Lightroom to work with, and this is just out of focus. What's cool, though, it's not out of focus, it's movement. What's so cool is when you look back at super old images in the 50s and stuff, and they're not sharp because they're just not, there's movement. It's just what they had, and I'm still not making excuses. I'm just, maybe I am. I don't know. I'm just trying to fill time here because you guys are watching me edit. Normally, I wouldn't be talking to myself going, "Hey." Well, actually, maybe I would be going like, "Hey." I like this. Trying to figure out what I want. No, believe me, I'm not doing that. Trust me. Let me go back here. That tone is fine. It's dark. We understand it's dark. Yeah. I don't hate it. I mean, no hate it. Whoa, your exposure's off, bruh. It's not a good photo. Goodbye. Still not a good photo, but he's looking at me and he looks to be in focus. That's in focus. Yes, that's noise and grain. Still pretty amazing, though. 15 years. 15-year-old camera. I'm going to bring it back. You just wait and see. Boom. I'm not going to go in there and clean up the eyes either. I don't want to do that. I'm just going to make this ultra mo contrast. I can dig that. Can you dig that? I can dig it. Can you dig it? That's pretty good. Exposure's obviously off by 2 stops. 2 whole stops, yo. 2 stops. That means 800 to 1600. That's 3200 ISO at this shutter speed. Or open back up. I could have gone to 1425. I guess I could have done that stuff. But we can live with this, right? We can live with it. We can make it livable. We can make it usable. We're going black and white. Just because it's not very interesting in color. Wholly over 2 stops. We brought it back. And I don't care because it works. That works too. Don't want to go too far with the shadows. Look, I didn't crush the blacks, everybody. I mean, completely crush the blacks. That's where it started. This is where we're at. I'm picking up the mouse because that's just what it is when you zoom in. That is what it is. This I can live with. So what I was going for is his hand out of focus with the bike in focus, with his face in focus. But there's no light under there. Yeah, strobes. So this camera would probably do pretty well with added light. Anything in bright ass light, like you'll see later on, those photos would be winners with the added light. Light is the friend of all when it comes to photography. Of course, duh. Light and photography. You don't have photography if you don't have light. Good statements, Jared. Guess this is what happens when you're talking, when you're editing. The hand's in focus. Close enough for this photo shoot. So we still have that smoke there. Yeah, I want that. I'm looking right in this area, right by his face. Not at much more other than that. Watch this. I'm gonna bring it back. Don't worry. I just got guitar face. I want those whites. See, highlight's not messing with the face, but that's like blown out. But is it better with? Well, I actually don't hate it. Let's split the difference, all right? Deal? What? What are we doing? We going here? We're gonna do something with this. I'll go back to the black and white in a couple minutes. See, you could go back. I don't want to go too far because I like. Huh. They're both pretty usable. They're both pretty cool. I like it. I'm feeling that like right here. I'm not feeling the fact that it doesn't look super, super tack sharp. I'm at 800 ISO. That's probably why. That's the max for this camera in the native ISO. So keep that in mind. I was just thinking I have to get these photos ready for Steven, so when he edits the video, he has photos to pop in there, and I've got to tell him which ones are the best of the best and which ones are not the best of the best. What are we thinking here? Golly. I never say golly. It's just because I didn't want to say goddamn. I like the glow. There it is. That's it right there. I'm totally crushing the blacks. I'm not a player. I just crush a lot. Big Punisher. Big Punisher. No. Yeah. All right. We'll go with that. I like that one. He's just like, what? Oy, 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 oy. It's that backlight is totally messing with the sensor, man. No good. Goodbye. And then we come back into here. Guess we had slightly better light in here. It was straight fluorescent tubes, but we don't care about color because we can go black and white in this case. I'm not done yet, so stop judging me, mister. We still know he's working on a bike. Wow, it's amazing what this light really does to your image. What the? Jesus. Hey, give me some of that white. Good. This one's better than that one. But let's edit it up and see what it does anyway. They're both not bad. I can just tell you that's not sharp. I can tell you it's not sharp. I could see it without even zooming in. I'll edit it anyway. No, but it's not sharp, Jared. And there's nothing in this world that I can do to make that not sharp image sharp. You can't cheat the system there. You really got to mess with the color. I mean, they don't need to crush it that much. Look how green it is there. Wow. Perfect white balance, actually. You could just visually see it. Anybody who's like, oh, you just move the sliders. I say that all the time, but isn't it great when you just see it? How far in are we? 36 minutes and 20 minutes is over 50 minutes. We're almost there. And I screwed up the color because I was talking. Yeah, I like that color better. That's just no good with the backlight. Get out of here. 17 millimeter. I was going to say, please be good, please be good. And it's good. In black and white. This is really good. This is good. Because it's got his bike, and I'm shooting through the bike. It's his head, his brain is like the heart of the bike. If you want to look at it in that context, you look at it in that context. I'm going to look at it in that context. I'm finding all of the happy places. Hold on. I just want to see what it looks like in color. So I'm going to create a virtual copy instead of making... You can make a snapshot. I just want to make a virtual copy. Yes! That's good too. That could be even better in black and in color. Huh. Whew. Kenny Powers. See, it's like the heart of the bike. It's like the heart of the bike, yo. It's got to have a little bit of the tone in there. You can't totally get rid of it. Was I sure? Those are good. Those are both really good. It's like he's the heart of the bike. I'm going to stick with it. Now I was just thinking about dinner. Do I go get sushi or do I go get something else? Yeah, it's just all the stuff that goes through my brain, everybody. These are very similar. What am I using? 8514. I would love to use that more. It's just you can't shoot the whole shoot with that because then you don't get the details. That's sharp. I can tell you that right now that's sharp just by looking. It's the 85. Watch this. Boom. That's a Northeast Philly accent when I say boom, but I really say boom. Phone, home, hoagie. This is living in black and white. What changed? 1/60th, 2.8, 500 ISO. Yes! I'm just saying yes because it's like a good shot in black and white. Just not super sharp. That's actually not bad. 8514. Look at that. That's perfect white balance. When I say perfect, I mean that's similar. That's like if it was a white balanced light, even though it wasn't. But look at that. That is balanced. I can see it on my screen. So now, remember that a lot of your guys' screens are not calibrated. Mine's not actually calibrated either, but I know my screen very well, and that's right on. It's funny, I zoom in. See, I'm just telling you what's in my mind. I'm just speaking it. I zoomed in, and then I was like, oh, quickly, zoom back out. Like, nobody's going to realize that it's not super sharp when you zoom in on it. Shit. Color black and white. Don't worry, I'll give you guys some of the raw files. You can decide for yourself. Can we please get to the portraits yet? All right, why am I doing this to myself? Get out of here. That was a terrible photo with the fisheye. 60 micro. Look what the contrast does to those tones. Ah, they're both good. Yeah, I mean, we got usable images, guys. I mean, that is the point. Is there are really usable images here. Yes, we could pixel peep all day long, and I've done that to my own work here. But look at that. That's as good is going to be for what it is. And I haven't even done this yet to tighten it up. Still doesn't make it the best. The best. Just a little warmth. We're going to go with both of these, guys. Let me create the virtual copy. And let me turn this one into the black and the white. Back to where it was. I'm going to go even tighter with my contrast. It's pretty cool. Nah, that's pretty cool. That's a pretty cool shot. There he just doesn't look as happy. That's so much better than that. Look at the face. No. Yes. Fuck yeah. Earmuffs. Earmuffs. The black and white's cool. What are we at here? If it's the same exposure, I'm just going to... Let's go with the color first and see what happens. That one's better. Just because look at his face. Look at his face. See the lips? Not as good. Boom. It's just something in it. So this one's actually going to go bye-bye for now. And then this one we'll play with. Yeah, much better. Damn it. I say damn it. Because I say damn it every time, I'm like, damn it. It looks good in both color and black and white. Funny thing is, we just did the photo shoot this afternoon. We're a couple hours later. At this point, you'd be going and dropping your film off to be processed. I would have shot a bunch of rolls of film. I don't know. I don't understand why Lightroom does that right now. I'm still trying to figure out why it. Yeah, you know me. Not OPP, but you know me. I like the freaking contrast, yo. So, being completely honest with you, if I was to just edit these on my own and not share them with you, I would show you the best of the best of the best. Most photographers out there would never show you what I'm showing you, to show you all of the not good shots. But this is a learning experience for everybody. So the point of me making these videos at this point is I love the challenge of shooting, and you either do well or you don't. This was more challenging because of the situation I put myself into, but I'm happy with these keepers. The keepers are what are making me happy. So that's a good one. It's funny. What I consider a good one at this point means that it's in focus. Almost. And what I mean almost is by that's what keeps it a keeper. Screw the color back here, though. I think the black and white is crushing. Yeah, that's crushing all day. And these are just whatever shots. These are like whatever. They're details that help. They're glue. Like in videos, you have B-roll. This is like glue. It glues the story together as best as possible because they're not super sharp. But whatever. This one, and this one. I like it because of the thumb. No, we need the highlights brought down to get the details. That's just not very good. Sorry. That one's better. Man, does that light wreak havoc. We're gonna stick with this because of a couple of reasons. One, the tones actually look pretty good. There we go. Right about there. This is a good one. This is a good one. 2-page spread works for days. Works for days. Get rid of some of that green. I'm just watching the face. Yeah, wow, look at the difference in the green. That's better. Split the difference at 17. Good one. Yep. I hit 6 to to star it, to red it, give it a red. Whatever. That's not very good. Get out of here. This isn't very good either. Just all right, we'll use it. No, we can't use. All right, whatever. We'll edit it. Now let's see how these start to pop. Nope, not too far, Jared. Don't do it. Blue, blue eyes. Wish his head was over a little bit more. Nose centered more right here would have been better. But, oh, that's a good portrait. Warm it up a little. Less green. We're going to go black and white in a second, too. We'll bring back that hair in a second as well. This is, wow, 80 to 200 at 80 millimeters. I think he's got a cataract up in this eye right here. I'm just going for the crunchiness here. I'm going to do that. Bring down some of that. Don't want to go too far with that. I want this. I do. I want that. I want that extra brightness. And we'll keep them both. No. Bad look on his face. Same thing. It's just my composition isn't very good on that one. At least it's sharp. I'll give you that, Jared. Hey now. See, isn't light the key? Isn't light the friend of photography? Composition, wish his head was up just a little bit more. Tone, like, I'll just show you. Just think. Think that's a much better headshot wise, just so that you see that. Just wanted you to see it. So you understand what a better composition would have been. Wow, this one is super sharp without even playing around with the sharpness too much in terms of the clarity. I like the rugged feel. Boom. Don't want it to look fake is the one thing I don't want it to look. I actually freaking like that. I don't like this. I actually like that a lot. Nope. Nope. One 320 3.2. Yep. You guys get what I'm doing right here? I want to go with the color one, not the black and white. Yes, I think it's a little too harsh. Let me come back here. No, screw it. I like that feel of that. They're super close. Colors are pretty cool. Oh, I still have more. There, not too much in the shadow. I want this isolated. God, then it looks just hazy to me. His eyes just go boom. And I'll decide later between the colors and the black and whites. That's just better. I go because I'm going to go I wish it was on the sharper side, of course, but this one actually is better. I'm almost tired of this. So much better. Maybe my I like the way that that looks. No, screw that, Jared. People may say that this is distracting back here. It's coming in from the skylight. It may be distracting. I'm just going to give you that. Because I don't want to come down with that. I like that. Oh, that's cool. I love just the way his eyes catch the light. I think you gotta go black and white with this one. Crush it. Stir it. Bring it back. I'm cheating. I don't even think that's cheating. That's just playing with the colors. This is the look I like. Look at this look. That's a really good look. The tail end shoot, obviously much better than the beginning. Yeah, let's go with that. I don't like these. That's good. Damn it. I like the light coming in. Actually, that's not the light. That's the helicopter. Thumbs up for long-ass videos, people. If I'm going to edit, I might as well share it, right? Sharing is caring, as I guess they say these days. Or is caring sharing? Or is sharing caring? We're going to have to do both again. Just for now, I will look at these with fresh eyes another time. Fuck you. Just look at what the 51.4 is doing, people. We talked about this earlier. No, that color was good. This is a winner. This is a winner. This is like the winner of the winners. Seriously. This is the one I'll be printing 11, sorry. Whatever that printer does. 17 by 22. And when I get the big ass Pixum the Prograph 4000 up and running, shit. That's good too. But that's good too in color. When I get the Pixma Pro 4000 rolling, this is something we would print the shit out of. This one is a winner, winner, winner chicken dinner all day long, yo. Actually like it with a little bit of green. That could be good too. I got to do it. That is a beautiful shot. I'm clapping for myself. Yeah, this is awesome. I like this a lot. So this was all window light. And by window, I mean a big-ass garage door opening. I'm just looking right here is what I'm looking at. That is a exquisite two photos right here. I mean, it's the same photo. It's perfectly better than that. And it's exactly the same as that. My lines are better there. Did I cut off the tail end of the bike? That's a beautiful shot. This eye's in focus. Generally speaking, I try to focus on that eye because it's closer to the light. Bear with me, please, as I do this. I don't do the desaturation thing. Neither of these colors are going to work. Is that a form of desaturation? Why, yes, it is, Jared. As I just said, I don't do the desaturation thing. We started to lose light at the very end. For whatever reason, it just decided to disappear. And so it's crazy how we had this type of light back there and then moved. But maybe that 50 millimeter, maybe I should have lived in the 50 because the 50 is more like a 75 and the 85 is like a 1 something. But look how nice it looks right there. I like the look. Guess I should have left the 50 on there. I should just go back and do it. No, we already shot it. Just bear with me, please, as I try to do this. Definitely no good. You can't tell me what this was shot with either, though. I'll still say that. Yeah, I wish we didn't lose that light at the very end. Wow. I know, pretty quiet. I'm just looking. These are all very similar, so obviously. Those are super tight. And that's a really good headshot. I'm about to show you the best of the best with honor, sir. I'm not talking about this one. It needs to be brightened up. Just a little bit. A little bit of yellow. For some warmth. There's daylight, guys. And by daylight, I mean the end of this. That's where we'll put that. The best of the best with honor, sir. Lives with that. I will take that all day of the week. That is tremendous. That one right there makes the whole shoot. If I just got that one photo from that entire day to be happy with, this is it. Let's go back to the red ones just real quick. Take a walk down memory lane here. I can live with it. You know, it's that black and white's cool too. That's cool. It's just got that color. There we go. Yeah, that's much better. That's actually going to be good too. Oh, no shit, it's going to be good. I already did it, Jared. Don't mind it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Crazy. The whole first stuff that we started with wasn't very good. But we've got one from each section here. We've got plenty from each section. Like this racing shot, cool. Like super cool. It works. Then we've got a nice shot out there, standing out in his area. Then he's the heart of the machine. You got your tire stuff. Then he's through the spokes of the wheel. Did I not do black and white here? I got to do black and white, Jared. Jared. Yeah, we'll go with that too. Yeah, I love it. And I like that too. I'm going to have to study some more. Oh, that is Anthony Bourdain style. I'm going to have to figure out what the hell I did wrong. These are usable. I don't give a shit. It's out of... I'm probably the first one to rip on people for it not being sharp. So you guys are free completely to rip on me for liking it. I'll call the circumstance of the gear I was using more so than me because of the 80th of a second at 3.2. The movement is most likely me or slightly him when I was locked in, or maybe I wasn't locked in, but that's good too. I mean, you don't know what year this was taken. Whatever. I'm actually very happy now with what I'm seeing. Even he looks so awesome right here. So, how many? This is 34, man. That's a full roll of film of keepers, yo. Stop saying yo. But it's like a full roll of keepers. I may tweak some of these a little more, but that's your shot. These are your winners. Even that's awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah. Now this is better. I don't know how long this is, hour and a half. Hopefully everything recorded well. If you haven't checked out the 5-minute portrait, click up on the screen right. Well, I probably forget to do it, but click on the screen right now. Go over to that 5-minute portrait, or at least in the description down below. Go look for this. Go look for it. I'm also going to cut something in at the beginning too, but go look for it. Go over to the website to download raw files. If you like this stuff, please let me know in the comments. Give me a thumbs up that you like it. Share it with people. Leave a comment that you love these long videos, that they help you out, the whole process of it. I'm giving it away for nothing. If you haven't signed up for the Phronos Photo email list, head over to the website, look for the orange box, put your name, email address in it, hit send it, and I'll send you a free guide to capturing motion in low-light situations. And here's the pitch. I've done this for over an hour and a half, I'm assuming, and I'm asking you right now, if you support the channel, there's ways you can support it by going to store.phronosphoto.com and purchasing a piece of gear. You can go and purchase a video guide. Go to phronosphoto.com and click on any of the guides that are there under guides. Pick up a beginner guide. Pick up a flash guide. Pick up the Phronos Photo Guide to DSLR video, or how to edit video editing. And that helps us when you make those purchases. It allows us to keep doing these photo shoots that hopefully give you value and add money to your pocket, or make your pictures that much better and save you time, because time is money. So by supporting us, we're able to keep making this content and we just keep crushing it. So we're going to keep crushing it. That's it. Jared Polin, FroKnowsPhoto.com. See ya.